Sheree Hansen here. I was thinking today about cleaning. I cleaned all the brushes and the filters on my Zumba and the dishwasher and scrubbed walls. And I was thinking about how I don't have any resistance to that. I'm not seeing it as a big effort. And wouldn't it be wonderful if we can get to a place where we see that the cleaning out of our thoughts is no more than that? And as we head into, we're about 1/3 of the way into the, sunshine being gone, we have to really pay attention that we don't let our filters clog up. What I mean by that is the election results are going to be coming out. They're probably going to be clamping down more because people are resisting the truth of COVID. We may have to isolate ourselves more. There are going to be economic repercussions. And if you really want to, you can get into a almost fist fight with anybody on social media. And so's your ugly horse, you wrote in on that. So the practices for clearing are very, very important for us to teach ourselves and to establish what I call a hardwired habit. A hardwired habit are habits like, you don't get up in the morning, have a bath, and then go out and get in your car nude and drive to wherever you're going, because you have a hardwired habit to put on your clothes. Now, when you were younger, if you ask your parents, you can talk about how much work that took. Because I won't tell you who, but I know a child that was constantly going out the door nude. We won't talk about names. So we come to a place where we're having to build methodologies to keep ourselves at a higher level of energy in a more optimistic frame of mind. And in order to do that, we really need to learn how to clean out our filters. So first of all, we know full well that somebody in 6 weeks of meditation practice, if they do an MRI, they will find out that your amygdala, where you like to store all the unprocessed trauma, just keep it there, gets very large and very reactive if we don't have a way of processing the things that are happening to us. So one way of clearing out is meditation practice, because meditation practice increases the size of this area, and this area has some great gifts. Prefrontal lobes increase our capacity to feel joy and peace, and also they grow our adult decisions. And I got to tell you, it works for me so often when my first reaction is, it's just too much, I can't. And then I stepped back out of myself and I said, all right, Chicky Poo, what would an adult do right now? And then it gets really clear, and I'm going like, I'm an adult. So you go about doing what an adult would do. So meditation practice makes it easier for us to do those things because it actually changes the physiological structure of the brain. Another way of clearing out our filters is to write. You sit down, write a journal. All right, you had a massive hate storm come up today. You really could have bludgeon somebody to death with that spatula. That's how upset you were. You know, you weren't going to use it to flip the crate. You just wanted to, you know, come at them. So we need to be able to write these things down. And the reason for it is because we have a system for emptying out the amygdala, and that is the hippocampus, which runs things from the amygdala into the prefrontal lobes, takes it up to the adult, and the adult goes, put down that spatula. It's not going to help. So if you're writing, you can find a way to empty out all the crap you're carrying around that's undigested in your anxiety center. And even better is if you can find somebody who is willing to sit with you as you read it out loud, and not to be afraid to look ridiculous, to look childlike, to look nasty and angry, to admit to the fact that you are in grief or sadness, that you have pain. Because the only way to get rid of it, I mean, I can't talk nicely to my Zumba and have it pick up more stuff off of the carpet. I have to clean out its filter so that it can handle the incoming crap, which is where we're right now. It's like somebody's coming into our house with muddy boots every 2-3 hours. And we have more stuff to clear out. You know, like, what? Don't tell me. So 2020 is a time when we really need to learn how to process negative information so we are more effective at at not carrying it. Another way to really clear ourselves out and to make ourselves anew is the baptism. I call it the baptism. If you feel really sad, sit down and snot sob. Feel it. Cry it out. Let it flow through you. Because what we know is that your biochemical settings are going to shift. At the end of a really nice, ugly cry, you're going to be reset to a place that is more flexible emotionally and more optimistic. You got rid of it. So it's the baptism. Arise, you are born anew. And another one that is really important for clearing out is just go out in nature. If you are in a state where you're victimizing yourself, you know, oh my God, you cannot believe how bad my life is. Like, there's just been 15 people walking with muddy shoes across my psyche as long as I can remember. It's just clotted and dirty and all the rest of it. And then you go out and stand by water, or you stand under a tree, and you can feel your energy shifting and lifting and shifting. So I just wanted to speak a little bit about all of the emotion that's going to sweep around us as COVID becomes more and more pervasive, as the economy goes into a downturn, as we have to watch the results from the elections and experience our own emotional turmoil. Clear it out, just like I took my Roomba all apart today and cleared out all the tangles and all the dirt and all the things that were in the way. You can do that for yourself. Thank you.